Hey everybody, I'm back. I heard the complaints. Logan's gone. I'm back in. I know y'all are ready for a real movie review. Today we're going to be discussing the highly anticipated One Battle After Another. This video will be spoiler free, but I do have a pretty extensive spoiler section of the video that will be in black and white near the end of the video. So if you've seen the movie, stick around. If not, that's your funeral. And before we start, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to see more videos just like this one. So if you're not like immersed in the film world or anything like that, this movie has kind of been getting rave reviews. Like IMDb is like an 8.6 right now, Letterboxd a 4.5, Rotten Tomatoes is a 98%. The movie is just like universally loved by everybody. So is the hype warranted? I'd say yes, but also no. Paul Thomas Anderson is a writer-director best known for There Will Be Blood, Magnolia, Boogie Nights, Phantom Thread. And a plot summary I found online was, when their evil enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunite to rescue one of their own's daughter. So I wanted to start with the good first. For starters, the cast is excellent. DiCaprio is fantastic as always. I think he brings a charm, a humor to this character that makes him really likable, and probably one of the only likable characters in the movie, outside of his daughter, who is played by Chase Infinity, which is kind of a crazy name to just naturally have. But this is her first role ever, and she's also very good. I think my standout performance of the whole movie was Sean Penn. Look, Sean Penn absolutely kills it, okay? If he doesn't win an Oscar for this, then, well, we're just gonna know even more that the Oscars are totally bankrupt. He treads the fine line of being both funny and like super intimidating, because one scene you'll just be laughing at just the way that he's walking, and the next he's all up in your face and he's spouting just terrible things, and the whole time you're kind of engrossed by his performance. I think he steals pretty much every scene that he's in, and every time he was on screen I sat up in my seat. And then there's just the technical aspects of the movie. Bro, the cinematography is crazy. It's like whip panning all over the place. I mean, not only does it look good, it has the energy of a character in and of itself. The long takes are incredible, especially the car chase sequences. So good. The score by Johnny Greenwood. Shout out Radiohead. I wish I was special. The production design, just the locations in general. I mean, everything is masterful. It's perfect. I also just think it's pretty funny too. I didn't really go into it expecting there to be comedic elements, but a lot of Leo's character, a lot of Sean Penn's character. It's quite clearly a satire on a couple of different things. I think they do a good job of bringing out the humor, and like Leo's character, who is a revolutionary but also addicted to drugs and kind of doesn't seem to be all in on the revolutionary idea. He just kind of likes blowing stuff up. And Sean Penn's character, who's a horrible human being, white supremacist, but they kind of just make him into a cornball, goofy loser pretty much, who can't control himself. And they could do a really good job balancing the humor and then the intensity of a lot of the scenes. I also think the father-daughter relationship was really solid, and I think carried a lot of the emotional core of the movie that really came down to the performances from those two. So my main issue with the movie is probably the first 20-ish minutes, which I would categorize as the prologue. This is kind of the backstory of several of these characters before the meat of the story really starts. I think it was just poorly written. I think it was kind of jumbled. I think the scenes kind of topple in one after another, and it kind of really turned me off, and the movie had to win me back in its first hour. And I said earlier, they do a really good job of kind of the humor and the action and the tension. I think the first 15 minutes is the exception to that, because there's a scene in there they throw in for humor with Sean Penn's character and Tiana Taylor's character that's just not funny, but it also kind of ruins the mood of the opening scene. Since it has such a frenetic energy that serves the action and the entertainment value really well, I also think it never really has time to breathe, or for the characters to really be fleshed out. And in the end, because of that, I feel like there wasn't a lot that I was able to take away from the movie. Anything that made me really think too much about the movie, outside of its technical brilliance. So now the spoiler section of the video. I did not love Tiana Taylor's character. Her character was selfish, individualistic, rash, like psychosexual.
What?
She was a rat, so she wasn't even able to stand by the ideal she was fighting for. And I think the movie definitely critiques that in a way, but also at the end of the film, when Chase Infinity's character like gets that letter and she's reading it from her mother, Tiana Taylor's character, I didn't feel anything when I was watching that. She was telling her to continue the fight, keep up what I was doing, and while I was watching it, I was like, well, your fight ended with you being separated from your family, betraying your friends, getting most of them killed, and putting your daughter in harm's way. And it didn't seem like you succeeded in doing very much. Plus, you cheated on your partner with a white supremacist. Like, there were things that I was just like, are we really gonna put this character on a pedestal at all? Hey, so this is post-production Andrew just coming in to say that I don't dislike her character because the writers gave her unlikable traits, and the fact that she killed somebody and never really suffered real consequences for it. I just thought the movie took her actions very lightly, and her anarchy was kind of pushed under the rug, and the final scene of the film gave her character a sort of redemption that I felt was unearned. The chase sequence at the end of the movie, where Leo is chasing after like the white supremacist guy who's chasing after his daughter, and it just keeps going up and over the hills, and absolute insanity. I mean, not only is it shot like super well, the score is just going insane. The tension is just palpable. Overall, I think it widely succeeds at being an original, fun, exhilarating, really well made film. At the end of the day, I can't call it a masterpiece as everybody else does, because it just didn't land with me emotionally. I think a lot of the issues I had with it, or every single issue I had with it, came down to the script and the messaging, and just the fact that I think it fell flat in a lot of those areas. So yeah, I'd give it 4 stars out of 5. And I'd highly suggest you go watch it, you go form your own opinion on it, and you go into it with just an open mind and see where it takes you. This is one of our only true auteur directors out there right now, so anything that he makes should be worth your attention. I think this one definitely is, so go see it on the biggest screen possible. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, throw a comment down there. Let me know if you agree, disagree with what I'm saying, if you even understand what I'm saying, because I'm kind of just yapping at this point. And yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to minor in film and major in goofs. See ya.
The video is over.
Thank you for tuning into The Film Minors.
I am Paul Vladimir Atreides, Duke of Arrakis!
Remember to follow us on social media. Links are in the description.
I would finally get to the end. People need hope to know someone's out there for them.
A leap of faith.
He was in the Amazon with my mom.
Konnichiwa.